Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to see you again. And today we have such a great topic to discuss because I heard it from a lot of my clients, and I think that might be really interested for guys who are good guys. And if you feel that women, they are not attracted to you too much, so you have certain amount of dates, and after the date, women, they are not really interested to continue conversation with you. Or sometimes maybe girls put you to the friend zone. And you can be actually a very nice guy, attractive, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. It's all about how you really present yourself and if you really can do it properly. I will tell you, of course, as this is my specialty, about Slavic women, like what they are looking for. But I still believe that it's a lot about women in general, because women are mostly the same. And even if she's the great feminist, still all the women want to relax and want to feel safe. Doesn't matter who she is. So I believe these advices will be great for guys who are good people, nice guys, but in the end, women are not attracted to them. And somehow you are all the time kind of a good guy friend of yours, but never a boyfriend or a husband. So, how I decided to talk about this topic, it's again because I was on a date, and sometimes, as a matchmaker, I can be on someone's dates, and especially if it's online. So I joined the online date, and I was listening to the guy who was speaking with one of the ladies. And the date was, if you will, describe it from the side, it was kind of perfect date because it was really nice conversation, very kind, interesting. But in the end, woman, she didn't get this spark. She was not really interested into the guy. So you can ask her after, how was the date? And she can say it was great. But if you will ask her if you want to see this guy again, she said, maybe yes, maybe no, we can try, but he's more like a friend. This is what woman she said about the guy. And I want to share with you what kind of mistakes he did and explain you. So maybe if you do the same things, you just can turn it to something different, and I'm sure that you will get the different result. So first thing, what he was doing all the time, when he had the conversation with woman, he never lead the conversation. So he was mostly asking her questions, but the questions was kind of nice. So it kind of was prepared questions, and in the end, it felt like it was kind of something artificial. So it was nothing like more when you go deeper into conversation. And I understand that first date, it shouldn't be something like outstanding and deep, but in the end, if you're asking the basic questions like what kind of books you like, what is your favorite color, what is this, what is your favorite country to visit, this is kind of a boring question because it doesn't say anything about you, and it doesn't really say that you are interested in the woman, in this in this specific woman, because women are different, and some of them they like this and other they like that. But when man is asking these basic questions, it means or that he is too nervous, so he is preparing questions to her, like the same questions that he's asking all the girls, or he is not really interested in her. So it's like, okay, I just come on this date and I don't care how it will be. So that was the first thing that you need to change. You need to get more deeper into conversation with this specific woman and listen to her. And it doesn't mean that you need to be a good listener, because that will be a second thing that you shouldn't do. And here I hear it a lot, and I hear it from the guys, like dating coaches for guys. They like to say that you need to be a good listener, you need to be nice, and so on. But good listener sounds weird when it comes to definition of man, because man, he is not about listening. Man, he has a little bit different roles in relationships, and it's not about listening. That's obvious, because if we will get to the time when it was a caves, and this ancient people running around. So, women, like, why girls start to talk earlier than boys? Why women, they are a lot about communication and they can speak about like nonsense. They just can just speaking all the time. It's just because it's their nature. And in ancient times, when man he left, to fight with tiger to bring something to eat for his wife, or how you call it, that time a woman she stayed in her cave and she communicates with other women. They're cooking, they're doing some stuff. So it's all about communication. And women, they are the one who can listen, and they can listen to each other, they can give advices, they can be like they can really feel, they really can feel compassion towards each other. Men are not like that in general. So when she's speaking all the time and you are just listen to her like that, like, wow, that's interesting, good point, that looks really artificial, that looks weird. And the problem when we speaking about like why you are in a friend zone, or why you are a guy who girls are not attracted to, it's just because you do not show enough masculinity. And of course, women are different and they need different level of masculinity. But okay, about the Slavic women, they like masculine men in general because we still believe in these gender roles that woman is woman, man is man, and when they match, it's perfectly because she has her own role and man has also his own role. That's why it works usually. So when you are pretending to be a good listener, because I'm sure you guys not interested in what she's saying, this blah 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 thing, it's turned her off because she feels like she's speaking to her girlfriend. Because girls, they can speak about that. Oh, my ex did this. Oh, we did that. Blah 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 blah. And her girlfriend, will always like, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, like, so it can last forever for her. So and her girlfriend will do the same, and after she will listen, and they will give each other advices and so on. But in general, like when she is on a date, she doesn't want to have a guy who is kind of a girlfriend, yeah, because she meets you as a man, and in this case you need to be a man. So it's very important if you in your conversation will lead the conversation, not just give you opportunity to speak about this nonsense non-stop. I'm not saying that women speaking nonsense in general, but still conversation need to be led by men. And that's why women are attracted to how we call it alpha man, right? uh, Sometimes guys thinking, okay, they're attracted because they're so wealthy, they're attracted because they're so handsome. But in the end, it's not true because men who are alpha men, they have this quality to be themselves. They're not trying to and not pretending to be a good listener. They're not trying to find a topic that are interested to girl. So that is what. So he, when he meets girl, he's saying what he think. He doesn't care because in the end of the day, girl, she need to like him for who he is. And if he is like not a nice guy for her, so they see it from the beginning. But if you are trying to be nice on a date and pretending to be nice, pretending, because none of us are nice. We are all different. All of us, we have our good side and bad side. So it's all about switching the sides. Of course, you shouldn't only behave weird, like okay, like being rude or something like that. This is other things. Some guys behaving like that, and it's also not attractive to women. But if you're showing just your good side, in this way, woman she is not attracted to you as a man. She can be attracted to you as a person, and that's why probably relationships, they do not last, and that is why you do not get the attention of girls whom you like, because maybe she doesn't feel that connection, because she doesn't feel that you are open enough. So this is like, we are coming to the next topic. It's like when guy, and the guy that I was on a date, I was listening to the date, he also did this mistake. He was trying to find the topics that are interesting for her. So everything what he was saying, he was trying to find out, okay, if this topic is interesting for her or not. If yes, I want to continue speak about that. But what woman really feels when man he's doing these things, she feels that it's all fake. She feels that this guy, he's not genuine, he is not honest, because maybe he wants to speak about different things. And that is actually great, because all of us, we are so different. All of us, we have different things that we're interested in, and we can learn from each other. But if you are trying to find only interesting topics for sure, you do not show who you are. You're just trying to be someone who you are not. When it's not enough honesty, sometimes you can even have 1 or 2 dates, but after you can find out that you are very different because you was not honest from the beginning. So let me give you an example, like about myself. For example, I'm vegan, and I'm like animal activist. I'm a lot about supporting animals and so on, right? Okay, this is my nature. And can you imagine that I'm going on a date and I will meet this nice guy, okay? So if I will share this information, the nice guy can say, yeah, that's great. I really like it. Like, I'm proud. Like, what nice guys like to say, I'm proud of you, blah, blah, blah. But in the end of the day, this nice guy can be a hunter. And like, for example, for me, that is impossible. I do not have any people who are like doing hunting around me. And also, I will never date a person who is hunter. And for me, it's impossible. This is like my thing. But if this nice guy will not tell me that he like, we will not find out from the beginning that we have a deal breakers that not allowing us to be together. So it's really important to be yourself, and trust me, someone will love you for that. Because sometimes we think that we are like, it comes from a childhood or something, that we are like trying to be nice to everyone because our parents said that you need to be a good boy. And after good boy grow into a good man, and good man always trying to be nice, finding the topics, supporting everyone. But in the end of the day, you are losing yourself and you are not showing who you are. And even though, like, for example, you're a hunter, of course, I'm not saying you're doing great, but you could find someone who is like okay with that, and who is, or maybe doing the same thing, because some women are also hunting, right? So you give me a chance to meet someone who is maybe also vegan and into that animal support, and you have a chance to find someone who can be, let's say, your match. And this person exists because we often going on the dates like it's the last date in our life. Like, we are just like, okay, maybe she will be my wife or she will be my. So you are too much expecting from the date. You are expecting that something will work out, and that's why you are trying so hard, and that's why you're trying to be so nice, so maybe because it will work with a certain woman. But it's so many people around, and I'm not saying that you just need to go in like, okay, next one, this one doesn't work, next one. This is also a mistake, and as a matchmaker I can tell you so, because some of my clients, they doing this mistake. They just switching to the next and to the next, and then they still staying single for many years. They cannot find anyone because they don't want to go deeper. But you shouldn't also be like too much and expecting too much from women that you see for the first time. So the best thing, of course, what you can do is showing yourself who you are. And trust me, women are extremely attracted to that. Women are extremely attracted to men who showing himself. Like, if I will give you an example. Like, she is saying, "Okay, I love Dubai. I like to go to Dubai. Blah 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 blah." And nice guy will say, "Okay, I like Dubai too. I never been there. This is what the nice guys usually do. I never been there, but I would go with you," or something like that. And that sounds stupid because maybe you even don't know anything about that, but you are just already trying to tell her something nice. But if the guy, like for example, alpha male, what he will do, he will say, this is not my thing. And if it's really like that, I don't like Dubai. It's like, for example, too artificial or too hot. I like more, I don't know, Italy. So I often go to Italy and I like this and this and that. And how you feel, which conversation is more interesting? And where man he's all the time trying to say that yes, 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 everything like what you're saying is good, or when he's saying no, I don't like that, but I like this. So in this case, maybe this woman, she never been in Italy before, and she want to learn more about that. Maybe she would like to go, or maybe she's been there before and she doesn't like Italy, for example. But still, it doesn't mean that you need to have a lot of in common. Some things can be different. And also, it's important to find out that, as I said before, if you're too different, maybe like you just like end up this conversation and you will never see each other again. Or maybe if you start to communicate and go deeper and to understand each other more, because you can understand and you can get closer only if you open up, only if you're showing who you are, only if you're showing what kind of man you are. If you can say no, if you can say that you don't like something, if you can say even something weird, it's also fine, because in this case she can see that you are who you are and also feel your energy as like a male energy. Because we men, and as I said before, Eastern European women, we are attracted a lot in men who are like leaders. And it again doesn't mean that you need to be very rich or something like that, or famous, or have six packs, or it's not about this. It's about when you feel that he is a strong man and he knows what he wants, he knows what he likes and what he doesn't, and he can say about that easily without any problem. So this is what is really attractive. So the next time for your next date, try to do that. If you had such a type of problems before, and you will see how lady will be, like how she will feel when you will say no, or you will say something opposite than like she is saying. And again, do not tell it like in an artificial way, like, okay, even though I like Dubai, I will say no. No, it's not about that. If you agree with this person, yes. If you do not agree, say no. But try to be like who you are. If you are more simple, say it, right? If you like something more luxurious, say something about that. It's all about you and who you are. And trust me, guys, trust me, everyone can find someone who truly love him for who he is, not because he is a nice guy or like this stuff about like a golden retriever husband who is always here to support you, listen to you, and so on. No, women with feminine energy, like feminine women, they don't like it. Like it's impossible to like a man who is all the time trying to be nice. Yes, you need to be kind to your woman. You can listen to her if she has some problems. Of course, it's not about this, but if you're doing that all the time and really artificially, um, it means that you are not who you are, and no one wants to be with fake person. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of my videos and to see the new ones, and also put your likes so more people can see it and share it with your friends who are good guys. If you have some, follow the link. You can also see some information about my coaching, about our services. So if you're looking for a life partner, you are very welcome to join our matchmaking agency, or to have a personal coaching with me, and I will definitely help you to find your love. So it was a pleasure to talk to you. Have a wonderful day.